beautiful place in the world. Forget it.
It's another exciting episode of the Travel Voice Show. I am your host, Joshua. Ireland has been known to be a very expensive study destination for international students. However, there are many cities and universities in Ireland that offers affordable tuition and living costs. So, in examining this, I decided to invite our very own study consultant, Irey. So Irey is in charge of admissions and visas at visapoint.travel. So she has first-hand information on this and has helped many international students travel to Ireland. So we are going to be learning quite a lot from her. I'm really glad to have you here again.
Thank you, Joshua. It's always a pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me here once again.
Yes. So this is actually in continuation to our Ireland series. We actually have a couple of previous interviews with you. So if you want to catch up on the show, you can watch our previous video. But I think you can still move on watching this. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So I think we are going to start like this. So what's it like studying in Ireland?
Well, as an international applicant choosing Ireland as a study destination, it's actually, as I said in my previous discussion about Ireland, it's actually a very beautiful city. It's a very beautiful country to study with lots of opportunities for international students looking to gain education experience and also to live in Ireland, living and working in Ireland. Actually, Ireland is not it's not a very cheap study location per se, but then the fee differs for international students, and there are so many factors that contribute to this. Depending on the course you could study, some courses are quite expensive than others, and your classification, are you an EU student or an international student? Because Ireland actually offers like a free payment policy for its citizens and EU applicants. So international students coming in have to pay, and I know that this can be quite a lot, but then it's actually not as biased.
So would you say that since EU students and Irish students themselves don't pay in their universities, would you say that the international students are the one bearing the cost of running these universities?
Well, I wouldn't say partly, but at the same time, Ireland government have actually invested a lot in education, and I think that is one of the reasons why they are able to afford free education policy for their undergraduate applicants. Actually, the free education policy is only for undergraduate level. If you want to go for a master or advanced study, you might have to pay, but it won't be as much as what international applicants pay.
Okay, that's great. So, what's the average tuition across universities in Ireland?
Okay, as an international applicant, looking at Ireland as a destination, you should be looking. I can't specifically tell you that for this course, this is what it costs, but I can give you an average tuition fee of what you should expect and what you should prepare towards. Okay, for undergraduates, you'll be looking at from 10,500 euros to 15,000 euro. It can, for business art courses, can be as from like 10,500. For IT, medicine, earth sciences, you'll be looking at 15,000 euro thereabouts. While for postgraduate, could be from 12,000 euro for business, for IT courses, for engineering, some business related engineering courses, to as expensive as 18,000 euro to medicine, for artificial intelligence, for high-rated IT courses.
So basically, STEM courses, STEM students tend to pay higher than arts and humanities.
Well, partially, because some universities actually offer like cuts in tuition fee. If you're coming in with a very good grade, if the university have scholarship that they are giving out at that time for that academic session, if you request for scholarship.
Okay, so speaking of scholarship and tuition fee reductions, I know these are one of the things that attract international students to various study destinations. So, are there much available to international students?
Yes, there are actually scholarship that I can say that Ireland is one of those countries that offers scholarship for international applicants because the fees are expensive. But then their scholarship, which ranges from institutional scholarship. Let's say a university is offering a certain percentage of tuition for a particular academic session for a particular course. Let's say that if you're coming in to study medicine or if you're coming in to study earth sciences, we're offering University of so is offering €6,000 of tuition. That is a form of scholarship, institutional scholarship from the university. And also the Irish government also offers scholarship for international students coming in. There are loads of scholarship like the Fulbright scholarship. The Fulbright scholarship. Fulbright is an institution offering scholarship to international students from Nigeria, from non-EU countries that are coming in to study in Ireland. And there are also other scholarship like so many other scholarships. I can't even start talking about that right now because there are loads of them. And I'm sure that 2021 is a year to look out for loads of tuition reduction. So this is an opportunity for students coming in to actually benefit from this scholarship. This scholarship can go as high as €10,000 to 15 to 20,000, and there are grades to it. It could be for off tuition for like 10,000 off tuition, or it could be for the duration of your program. There is let's say 20,000. So even if your tuition fee is less than that, you still get the remaining funds.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you for making me understand that there are available tuition fee reduction and scholarships to international students. So, how easy is it to get this scholarship, and what are the criteria you have to meet in order to be eligible for this?
Well, right now, we can't really say what the criteria is right now, or what the criteria will be for the 2021 scholarship, upcoming 2021 scholarship. But from past experience, from students that we've had to process scholarship for, the usual criteria is either that you have a certain grade, maybe a 2-1 in a particular discipline, let's say 2-1 in engineering or something. If the scholarship is tailored to engineering students, you have to be an international student, obviously. So an EU student cannot benefit from this scholarship because it is basically for international applicants. And then at the same time, most of the requirements is that you write an essay. That is usually part of the requirement. You write an essay, and there are certain things they look out for in this essay. It could be that write an essay on why you feel that IT is the next best thing to happen to the world. Then they can ask you to write as much as 3,000 words on this, Or it could be that you should write, or you should convince them on why you are a best candidate for this scholarship. So there you have to start talking about your academic background, where you're coming from, things you've done in this field, and how you feel that this scholarship will help you to achieve more, and at the end of your program, how you hope to help other people to be better, things like that, to give back to the community, both in Ireland and your country, Nigeria.
I noticed you mentioned the major requirement is 2-1. So what about people like me that have a third class? So what are there any scholarships?
As I said earlier, scholarships are largely
Okay.
They are largely at the discretion of the awarding institution.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I said 2-1 because that is majorly like the requirement if it's grade based.
Okay.
Okay, you have to have a very good grade for you to qualify for that. However, other scholarship could be if the university is offering a certain amount at that time. So for people with low grades, I'm sure there will be some form of scholarship, but then scholarship are largely dependent on good academic grades.
Thank you for enlightening me on that. So let's say I'm a student on a budget and I want to go to Ireland to pursue my further studies. So, are there cheap schools you recommend, affordable schools you could recommend, or affordable cities that I could go to?
Okay, talking about living in Ireland, right?
Okay.
The cost of living. As I said earlier, Ireland is not the cheapest location for study.
Yes.
However, it offers so many exciting and beautiful things to look out for while studying and at the end of your program. Remember, we said that Ireland is the hub of so many companies. So, I mean, like, imagine you're schooling, you're working, and once you're done with your study, you are guaranteed that you will get a good job. So, that is actually something to look out for. And then, in response to your question, yes, there are lots of. Actually, cheap is relative, okay? So, what is cheap for student A might not be cheap for student B. However, there are lots of universities that they don't offer the same fee, okay?
Yeah.
So, it still boils down to have a budget of an average of 10,500 for undergraduates to like 12,500 for postgraduate program. Okay. Once you know that this is affordable for you, then you can proceed to university. But then I'm sure that most of the tuition fee starts from that range. And living in Ireland, okay?
Yeah.
Living in Ireland, let's take it depends on your way of life. As a student, your lifestyle will greatly influence your cost of living.
Yeah, of course.
If you are the eating out type, going out type, and all that, of course, your cost of living is going to be higher. And also, it depends on the city you find yourself living in.
Okay.
Let's take, for example, Dublin. Dublin is one of the expensive cities to live in Ireland. Okay, and cost of living in Dublin can range from 1,500 to 3,000.
Okay.
Per month.
Okay.
So, and now compare cost of living which covers your accommodation, your feeding, your utility, transport, gas, internet, and all that, to clothing and other stuff. So it can range like from that amount. And now compare Dublin to other cheaper or affordable cities like Sligo, like Waterford, like Roscommon, and some other cities like Cork. Okay, those are not as expensive as Dublin. And your cost of living with, let's say, with 700 to 800 euro per month, you're good.
Wow.
So it's greatly depend on your lifestyle.
Thank you, Irey, for honoring my invitation once again.
You're welcome.
And thank you for enlightening us on other cities that offer affordable tuition and lower living costs compared to Dublin. And thank you for also enlightening us on the criteria and the eligibility for various scholarship and tuition.
It's always a pleasure.
So I'm hoping to have you again here next time. And in case you have any question for Irey or Lukotum, you can leave your questions in the comment section and we'll pass your message to her. Do not forget to subscribe, hit like, comment. If in case you have any concerns for study and regarding any study visa and matters, you could also leave a comment and we would address your concerns to Irey. So Irey, we hope to have you again next time. So stay tuned and see you next week. Bye.
Bye.